Yeah, this should stream live to everything. I'm keeping an eye on it.
Welcome back to another live episode. Baron's very first live episode. So if stuff comes out of his mouth that shouldn't, give him a break, right? It's his first one.
I'm good. I'm a people person.
Yeah, you might like them. I don't think they like you.
Yeah, that's true.
We do though, Baron, sometimes. So it's all right.
Sometimes. Just a quick apology for no rant of the week last week. That just didn't have anything to rant about.
How about this week? Have you got anything to rant about? I've got a lot to rant about this week.
Oh.
We'll get there.
An angry Andrew. Ooh.
We'll get there. I've got something to rant about.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I like a rant.
Right, we'll just kick off with the games over the weekend then. First one was Sheffield United Everton.
Joe,
2-2.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I watched it. I enjoyed it. That Cameron Archer was actually quality. Like
he was.
Looks like quite a sort of decent sort of signing for them, I reckon.
What about old Pickford's double save? We're not there to talk about his.
That's all right. I know you're going to hate me for this, right? But I've had a little look at it, right? Do you know what? It's a good save, right? No, it is a good save. But if he doesn't save it, say he tips it onto the bar like he does, but it hits the top of the bar and goes in the goal, we're all sitting here going, he should have saved that, ain't we? Do you know what I mean?
It's one of them saves.
I think it looks better than it actually was.
I think it looks worse when you slow it down.
Yeah.
For some reason, because it looks like the ball didn't come at him very hard and it was at him.
Yeah.
But because it comes from such a close distance so fast, it was some reflex. And then to get up and save the rebound as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from it. It was an unbelievable save. But just saying that I think it looked better than it actually was.
Maybe it looked worse than it actually was.
All that.
Because we're not seeing it in real time, really, are we?
Mate, at real time, when the game was going on, it looked well. I'll say it looked well class. Yeah, it looked unbelievable. But when they slowed it down, I think it didn't give it as much justice. Like I thought, actually, I'd expect my goalkeeper to save that.
Yeah. Can I just say, right? How is Jordan Pickford still at Everton? How is someone not coming for him?
I think it's just tough. Who's he going to get in front of? He ain't better than like.
How did Tottenham go for him?
That's it. Maybe they want to English tax. How much are Everton going to want for him? Because at the end of the day, whether we think he is England's number one or not, he is England's number one. So straight away, that's what, 50 million?
I heard that Everton wanted 50, 60 million for him. Because Man United,
that's what I mean.
I think.
That's what I mean, and it's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he's got to be 29 now, I think.
He's in his prime, isn't he? He's not going to get any better as a goalkeeper. He's in his prime. He's in his.
Basically, he has saved them the last 2 years.
100%.
This season, it's not happening. They're going down.
Do you think?
They are awful. They are terrible.
They are bad. That new striker they signed, though, looks all right.
Yeah, he looked all right. I think they're going down because they're selling Damari Gray. I think that's it. That's the end of Everton.
That's your...
They've sold Iwobi as well, haven't they? He's gone to Fulham.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strange one. I think it's a strange one.
Neil Maupay went to Brentford somehow. I don't know how Neil Maupay...
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Apparently, he started at Brentford.
Yeah, I heard that.
He was there for 2 seasons. Yeah.
I don't know how he plays in the Premier League, to be honest.
He's an awful, right, yeah,
awful.
I've got him now. Yeah.
Same level as
think about Sheffield United, they're still going, aren't they?
I think they're there. Yeah, I think them and Luton are definitely going to be... I know we'll get to the Burnley game in a minute, but yeah.
Well, saying that, if that Archer can pick up some form, that could be the difference between them staying up and going.
Yeah, but I mean, that was like his sort of proper first debut start, wasn't it? Like you expect someone to be up for it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I was quite impressed with Sheffield United as well. I just don't think they've got the quality. Does that make sense?
They were playing Everton.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If they're going to play Man City, well, they did play Man City.
They took City close, didn't they?
I did.
Yeah,
3-2, wasn't it, that one?
It's too early to sort of say, really, what... Do you know what I mean? Because we've seen, you look at Newcastle, was it 2 years ago? They didn't win a game for 18 games. and they were bottom of the league. And then obviously they got Eddie Howe in. Obviously brought a few players in January and shot right up the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
We'll
does
go
help
to
when you
another
get
relegation candidate, the Bournemouth game. Bournemouth-Brentford, 2-2.
Yeah, messed up, didn't they? Conceded a 90 whatever minute goal, didn't they?
I actually don't think they look too bad this year.
What, Bournemouth?
Yeah. Like, I know they haven't won a game yet. But I'm saying,
but
they
it's
look all right.
Isn't it? You're only 4 games in.
Yeah, they haven't won a game yet, but I do think they'll be all right, Bournemouth.
So they're winning the next
Yeah,
one. I've got Chelsea.
I think there's worse teams around them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why they'll probably stay up.
And Brentford are going to have a funny season this season, aren't they? They'll go.
Well, I don't think their season's going to start until January, is it? When Tony gets back. I mean, they've done better than I expected them to do anyway. To be fair, already, like picked up a few points here and there, and
You know, I thought they were going to do all right. Like, I think they've done better than I thought, just about. But I thought they were still going to be.
Well, I mean,
seventh.
That Mbuemo, or however you say his name, he has
keeps scoring, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's hit fire, isn't he? Like,
yeah,
he's done well, isn't he? Really.
Right, we're going to get onto the game that you probably don't want to talk about. Spurs.
Oh,
They're looking good.
They are looking good, but who have they played?
You got a good point.
I mean, and when I watched the highlights of the game, Burnley just like fell apart. I mean, they're not going to play them every week, are they?
No,
I mean,
they will lose games.
And then when I watched the Bournemouth game the week before, I didn't think Spurs looked that great. They're doing all right. They're winning. They're doing all right. And Maddison's playing really well. So, I mean, I'll give teams credit when they do. It'll be interesting to see what they like. In 2 weeks' time, they play Arsenal. That'll be a good game. That'll be a good test for them. They're going to go to the Emirates and they're going to have to try and pick something out of that. Which I mean, they could do.
Spurs this season is just going to be literally like a basketball game.
They got knocked out the cup, didn't they? Straight away.
Attack. They're going to score a load and they're going to concede a load.
We'll sort of tip them to sort of do quite well and probably go for a bit of a cup run rather than a league like placing. And they get knocked out of Fulham in the first round.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to say it's just going to be one of them, isn't it?
I think they'll beat some big teams. They'll lose against some little teams. They're just going to score goals.
They're going to beat certain big teams. They'll probably beat Man City because they always beat Man City. And then they'll go and play like Sheffield United and lose 1-0.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll probably finish 7th or 8th like we sort of predicted them to.
Yeah. Just talking about Burnley for a sec. I didn't watch the game, but do you think that they look a bit like Leeds did before the season before they went down, where they were just so open but really fun to watch? Like they scored 2 goals against Tottenham, conceded 5 of them.
Yeah.
And then is it that kind of style? Like I watched them against City.
Yeah, I just think so many people have got the City mentality, isn't they? And in certain teams, they'll be able to play like that and they'll play really nice football and they'll get decent results. When you're playing teams like Tottenham, not sure passing the ball out the back when you're not that good at it, you should be doing against like a team that high press like Spurs. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, every time I had like the old Gillette Soccer Saturday on, every time I went to the Spurs game and they scored, the bloke said the same thing. They've just given the ball away, like in the halfway line or in their own area. They've just given the ball away. I mean, I think sometimes you need to sort of read the room. You need to read who you're playing.
This is the thing about this new style of football that everyone wants to play so badly. Sometimes, how many teams that go up, stay up, play lovely football, score loads of goals? It don't happen, does it?
Nah, never.
They defend a lot. They'll get a couple of sneaky wins. They got a bigger fella up top. That's normally how you stay up.
You look at Brentford's first season in the Premier League. Literally, like what you said, no tick-tack football. Get the ball up to Tony, score goals. Yeah. They were lucky that they had a bloke who could score 20 goals in the Premier League because that is hard to find.
Yeah. But I think that's how most teams stay up in the first season. So I think they'll go down. I think, like you said, they're way too open. They're going to concede an absolute shitload this season.
They're all playing like that. They scored 2 good goals. But against, like you say, a decent Spurs team. But yeah, they're
going to concede too many.
Yeah,
playing between them and Everton.
Between them and Everton. And obviously, you think Sheffield United and Luton?
They're done already. I think.
Yeah, they're done.
I could have said that before we even started the season. I honestly think we'll get to Luton in a minute, but I think they're going to be the first ever team not to win a single game of football in the Premier League. I can't see them beating anybody.
Someone will slip up.
I can't see
Watch it. It'll be Arsenal. You wait.
Yeah.
It'll be Arsenal on a Friday night at Kenilworth Road. Yeah. Last game of the season. At home, need 3 points for the win to win the league. Yeah.
First 10 seconds of the game, 1-0, and can't score. Yeah.
Yeah, madness.
The next game was Chelsea versus Forest. I will say this, right? I will quickly say this. I think Forest actually look pretty decent.
I think they've brought well.
I think they brought very well.
I like the wingers. I know I mugged him off, but I do like the wingers.
Did not say Elanga was going to be good.
You did say that, and I said I'd have him nowhere near my dream team, and I don't have him in my dream team. But he does look good, and I like that Hodgson-Odoi. I think he's going to be all right. And they brought that centre midfielder as well for 30 million quid from wherever it was. He's decent. Yeah, they got him on. Mate, they've got some good players. They've got a big striker, Chris Wood, play up top.
And I like their other guy as well.
I can't pronounce his name. Awimi.
Did he? I think he scored like 7 of their last 7, didn't he? Before the other week, before Chris Wood scored, he had scored all their goals in like the last 7 or 8 games.
I think I actually thought Nottingham Forest might go down, but seeing what they've done and who they've brought, I think they probably will stay out. And like I said, a bit like Bournemouth, there are worse teams. There are worse teams in this league.
And the thing with Forest, what they've done quite well is their defence isn't great, but they're just defenders. They're not this play out at the back. It's Willy Bolly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, he ain't going to be playing that. He's a big, massive unit who's just going to, win the ball back, header and clear it.
Yeah.
No messing about.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's how it should be done.
And then I
did anybody
Chelsea, 14th at the moment.
Touch on Forest, just one last thing. Did anyone see the comparison that somebody made up to Saudi with Forest? Players from Champions League clubs, like that midfielder you just mentioned came from PSV or a club in the Champions League.
PSV, I think it was,
And they're saying all of these English clubs have got on in Europe are signing all these Champions League players from the other clubs. Is it comparable to what Saudi are doing by taking them away from the top European leagues? I thought it was an interesting point of view.
But I think the Premier League is the top league, isn't it? Everyone wants to play in the Premier League, surely. Unless you're Neymar, obviously he just wants to do.
They'd rather play in the Premier League than the Champions League.
What the Premier League have been doing for the last 10 years.
Yeah,
20 years. I don't see it. When people moan about Saudi, what Saudi are doing now is what the Premier League's been doing for the last 20 years.
Yeah, 30 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same with the European Super League. It's only what the Premier League did 33 years ago. They broke away and made their own league. But yet they all moaned at the Super League, saying it's like for the rich people. It's just a different generation.
Yeah.
I've got no problem with the Saudi League. It doesn't bother me.
No.
It literally, I couldn't care less if Neymar goes there, Ronaldo goes there, Benzema. I don't care. I won't even watch it. I don't really watch American football, like when Beckham went there or now Messi's there. See a few goals on clips and that, fair play. But I'm not going to go out my way and watch it.
Yeah, no.
I support Arsenal. Yeah, I support Arsenal, and I want to watch Arsenal play. I don't care if Neymar's playing for Al Hilal or whoever he plays for. I don't even know their names. Like, it doesn't really affect. Even if they brought all the Premier League players, like every single one of them, and we had to start all over again, I'd still support Arsenal. I'm not going to be following. Like some random. I'm not going to follow Saka because I support Saka. I support Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, I'll say fair play to him. They're giving it a go.
Hey, it'll be massive. It'll be massive out there. They've got all the money. Right. They'll buy everyone eventually.
Yeah.
Or they'll get put in the Champions League. I'm sure of it. I'm sure.
Oh, I'm pretty
they
sure.
will get there. They will get somehow well their way into the European Champions League, even though they're not in Europe.
Or it won't be a European Champions League. It will actually be a Champions League.
It'll be like a World Champions League, yeah. And then they'll get like the fucking American shit teams in there as well.
All right, to be honest.
Well, they had the World Club Championship, didn't they? Which which is sort of what it's meant to be. But it's the winners of each of the European Cups, isn't it? Well,
because like we
Champions
spoke
Leagues.
about, Baron's little rant about Scottish football the other day, right? You got Celtic and Rangers in there, both
Awful.
terrible, both get spanked every game they play. Doesn't matter who they play. I'm pretty sure that a Mexican team or a Brazilian team would be better than Rangers.
100%. I'd actually probably more enjoy watching Brazilian football and seeing the youngsters coming out of Brazil and playing like their joke of football, whatever it's called, than watch 35-year-old Ronaldo kick a. I just see a clip a minute ago actually on my phone. Put my light on now, losing my head. A clip on my phone of Neymar like nutmegging the same bloke like 4 times and going back round him.
Did you see his goal the other day where he literally just walked and everyone was just like, defenders were just basically just watching.
And I'll be honest with you, the defender looked fatter than me. So he must have been pretty fucking big.
You get yourself over there, Baron.
I'm getting a move. I'm getting on the plane. You've heard it here. Baron for Salah. I'll take it. I'll take half of it.
We'll go back to the Forest game because we need to speak.
I forgot about that.
14th at the moment. That's probably going to be their position around about, ain't it?
I think they will, mate. I just don't. Just as you think they're sorting themselves out, right? And they get rid of a load of players, and he's brought that Nicholas Jackson in, and he's got Casado. Then they go buy another 5 players.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who the recruitment is. I don't know if it's Todd Bowley doing it himself, or if it's Pochettino going in. I want this player, this player. But they must think to themselves. They need to stop buying players and look at the players they've got.
You'd still don't understand how they spent all that money on midfielders and defenders, and
they don't have a midfield,
proper striker.
I don't understand why they've brought just so many players and so many different variety of players. I mean, Pochettino must have a way he likes to play football, and he's got
he ain't making them signings.
Nah, well, obviously not. But I mean, there was a rumor going around that didn't even know they signed Cole Palmer until he turned up, or Cole Palmer, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because didn't they try and go in for Smith Rowe?
Apparently there was rumours, but Smith Rowe's Arsenal through and through, and he ain't going there.
I don't know.
They are just trying to buy everyone.
8-year contracts.
Yeah, 7 or 8 year contracts.
Yeah, strange recruitment. They haven't got a striker. Like that Jackson is way too young to be banging in 20 goals a season.
How old is he?
17, isn't he? 18, 17, 18.
No, I thought it was.
Is he that
Nicholas Jackson is.
Yeah, he's young. Yeah.
No, I thought he was like mid-20s.
Nah.
I thought he was mid-20s.
No, I'm gonna have to have a look now.
Yeah.
He's young. He's 22. I thought he was younger than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should be.
He scored 17 goals in La Liga last season, didn't he, for Villarreal?
Same age as Haaland?
Yeah, but he scored 17 goals in a league that's... Pau Torres was one of the best defenders.
I know. Look at him. Oh, my days.
He's getting yeeted out as soon as I possibly can. Like, what have I done?
Yeah, I've got him in mine as well.
Next one was City versus Fulham. We'll quickly skim over this one because they're just untouchable, aren't they? They're going to win it again.
Well,
and they're going to win it again.
You say that.
They're going to win it again.
Do you think if the goal was disallowed, they would have then won 5-1? Because apparently Fulham were playing. Yeah, Fulham were playing quite well until that point, and then they just lost their heads a bit. Apparently, that's Fulham all over, isn't it? Like they're another team. They're going to beat certain teams and lose some big results. Do you know what I mean?
I just can't see anyone.
City is going to win the league. Yeah.
Like before the season, I was like, City won't win it because I was just trying to be. I wanted to be different. I was probably hoping more than anything.
I know. I think Arsenal are going to win it.
And we'll talk about Baron's subject that he wants to talk about. Have they turned it into? Oh no, it's Andrews. I think they've turned it into the Farmers League, haven't they? See,
I don't think they have. I don't. I think you can beat them, and people do beat them. They don't go all season undefeated, do they? They lose games.
Yeah, but
they win the league every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've got the
like you can beat PSG. You can beat PSG in the French league. They'll still win the league.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, you say they've got the most money, but I think there's about 6 or 7 teams that have spent more than them in the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, but they got
City
very
just
lucky with
set
like the
up.
Haaland deal. I think that was well dodgy, that Haaland deal, wasn't it? How they picked him up for like 45 million. Like, what's that about?
It's his release clause.
Yeah, it's dodgy, mate. The saying going around there.
Rodri, he was like what 30 mil.
No, he was loads on there. I thought it was like 60.
Was he?
Yeah, I thought he was a lot. Because he came from that weird team, didn't he? That they only have players in their town, didn't they? Is it Bilbao?
Yeah.
Is it Bilbao?
Yeah,
I thought
I think it's from Atletico Madrid. I thought it was Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, it was 60.
So it was in that team Salah.
No, I don't know. Nah, he went from. I don't think it was from Atletico Madrid. I'm sure it was that.
Have to check.
Yeah, but look, I mean, I might be wrong. I'm just going to grab my drink and let it on the still.
So Villarreal 2015 to 2018, Atletico Madrid, Man City. So he did come from Atletico Madrid.
Fair enough.
Was it right?
He was at Atletico Madrid for the last season, and then he went to Man City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I just think it's just boring, ain't it? They're going to win it this year. They're going to win it the season after.
They're not going to win
it the season after that.
They're not.
The only hope of them.
I'll be really interested.
Madrid.
It's going to be really interesting when Pep goes, because he is going to go in the next couple of years.
Where's he going to go? Saudi?
Possibly.
Why would you leave the best team in the world to try and create another one?
Yeah, but he's won everything now. Maybe an international. Why don't you might as well go and win a Euros or a World Cup? I'll take it.
Spain, maybe.
Would you have him in England? I was about to say that. Would you have him in England manager?
Without a doubt.
Maybe he'll take over the women's team.
They're going to need one if she takes over Southgate.
Billy, it might not have been, but was it you that said that a few years ago that Pep only managed big teams on a big budget and isn't the.
I think that's what everyone said, weren't it?
I have said that I'd like to see him at Burnley and see if he could do what he does at Man City at Burnley with their players.
Even at Inter Milan, Jose Mourinho did it in Milan. He didn't have a budget, did he?
No.
Porter.
I've always said that he obviously has only managed big teams, isn't he? Barcelona, Bayern, City.
But some managers are like that, though, aren't they? Some because of who he is and who he was.
He's not going to end up at Burnley, is he?
Yeah, he's never. No, of course, he's never going to be at Burnley, is he?
Maybe he'll try and win the Champions League with PSG.
But then watching him
when
City play, he is an unbelievable manager. Like, it's not money that does that. He's an unbelievable manager.
Yeah, but I mean, if he didn't have all that money, or if it'd be interesting if they did get like capped, like or was told like got banned from buying players for 2 years or something, and like obviously he's already got the best team, but if people left because people still leave, didn't have free transfers or whatever, or want out of the club.
But they didn't dominate like this before him.
Huh?
They didn't dominate like this before him.
No, but I mean, they probably didn't have the team, did they? Is their team better now than what it was?
It's best team.
Most probably.
Yeah,
but
I mean, they lost.
Everyone else's teams are as well, aren't they? Arsenal was a lot better than a few years ago.
Yeah,
Liverpool's.
Blimey, Arsenal's is fucking 10 times better than what it was 3 years ago. I mean, like I've said it. I'll say it again. I've said it 100 times. The likes. I know he's having a bit of a mare at the moment, but like the likes of Kai Havertz and Declan Rice being linked with Arsenal 3 years ago, you would have laughed in like our faces, wouldn't you? Let's be honest. Zinchenko, Gabriel Jesus, none of them would have ever been talked about in an Arsenal shirt, and they're all in it.
We'll get to the Arsenal in a minute, but I wouldn't take Kai Havertz at Sunderland. You can keep him.
He will come good. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I think Chelsea have been saying that for the last 2 years, haven't they?
Mate, he was awesome.
He'll be all right.
He was all right. He was such a good player, mate. I saw him like playing in Germany. I went and watched him live, and he scored a hat trick. He was unbelievable that game. And I thought to myself, "Oh, he'll be a player." And then Chelsea signed him. I mean, he scored a Champions League winning goal. He can't be. He's not shit.
Yeah, but
we'll get on to him.
I'm probably saying that with my Arsenal hat on. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll get on to him in a minute. My favourite result of the weekend, apart from the Sunderland 5-0, obviously, just want to chuck that out there. Brighton 3, Newcastle 1.
Oh yeah, Brighton 3-1.
I watched that. That was a good game. Do you know what? I thought Newcastle would turn them over. I really did. And I thought, I'll tell you who's disappointed me a little bit, is that Isaac. He was awful.
Yeah.
In that game. Like, really poor. He had two, early chances to go 1-0 up, missed them, spudded one of them, almost ran out for a corner, for a throw-in. But yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, I've got him on my dream team, and I was debating about taking him out, but they've got some nice fixtures coming up.
The problem with the Champions League and their
I don't
group,
think they've looked good
are
so
they going to
far.
rotate? Are they going to use Wilson more? And what they're going to do? That's why Isaac's such a risk for me.
Well, I just don't think he's a risk because I think when you pay 65 million for a striker, you're going to play him, aren't you?
Yeah,
At the
but
end
you
of the
say
day,
that they've spent
it's
nearly
Newcastle, isn't it?
they've spent 80 odd million on 2 wing backs, and none of them have played yet. I don't think, have they? So a couple of solid
what on that?
performances.
Yeah, on that Villamento or whatever his name. Yeah,
Yeah, and then Lewis Hall, is it? Geezer from Chelsea. They paid quite a bit for him, 40 mil.
30 mil, isn't it? I 40 mil. Yeah,
They've spent
True.
80 odd million on a left back and a right back, and Dan Burns still playing.
Yeah, he's good though, Dan Burn, isn't he?
I don't mind him, you know. I don't mind him.
Shocking.
He's only got 4 fingers.
Yeah.
Weird.
You do get that round there.
What, up in Sunderland way, you mean? Web feet and that.
Where is he actually from, Dan Burns?
Well, that is from Newcastle, isn't he? I think.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think that's
right.
I think that's why he moved. That's why he pushed for the move to Newcastle because he is from Newcastle. I'm sure it is, or maybe I made that up. I don't know.
To be with his 4-fingered friends.
Yeah.
Hi, Mum. Sorry, Dan Burns' mum. Right, next one. This was a good game. Palace Wolves.
I only saw a bit of it because I was on the train. Yeah, second. I sort of saw most of the second half, and yeah, it was a lot of. Was it Palace? Yeah, Palace.
Yeah,
Eze looked good. I'll tell you, that Edouard played really well, and that Mateta when he came on, he's a unit. I didn't realise how big he was.
he's a big old fella.
Yeah, they played really well, mate. Palace will be well, all right. They won't need to be looking over their shoulder at all. Wolves, on the other hand, I mean, they did score 2 goals, but they didn't look very good.
So did Burnley,
in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, like I say,
how good a job.
Go on.
Say?
Go on, Andrew.
Was Roy Hodgson done? I think he's done since Vieira left. Like, obviously, rate Vieira as a player. Come in and completely change Palace's trajectory.
The only game they've lost at home, the only game they've lost at home since he's taken over was that Arsenal game last week, or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
and they've got Elise to come back as well, haven't they?
Yeah, Elise is meant to be coming back soon. I mean, they've got some good players, but again, a lot of these players, like you say, Vieira signed, so it's interesting, isn't it? Like how they play for one and don't play for the other.
And Wolves have just lost their best player, haven't they?
Yeah. I find that such a weird signing.
Yeah, do you think it's...
Where has he come from?
He was in the Portuguese league, wasn't he?
I'm sure he was obviously. Yeah, must have been.
And then
how long has he been at Wolves?
Only a season.
I think he's been a season, yeah.
And then they bought him for 53 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it a very strange signing.
Yeah. And did they buy City bought the other fella as well, didn't they?
Doku.
Dutch fella. Yeah.
Belgium.
Yeah. I get that though, because they needed
so good at the World Cup. So good.
Yeah, they needed a replacement for Mahrez, I suppose, didn't they? So they probably did need someone.
Next one was Liverpool Villa.
They look good. Or did Villa look bad? I don't know.
I can't work Villa out.
No, they look good in some games and rubbish in other games.
A bit like Liverpool, though. I thought Chelsea were a better team when Liverpool played Chelsea.
Yeah.
Newcastle were probably the better team for 60 minutes.
80 minutes.
Yeah, 80 minutes. And then, but Villa, I don't know. They've looked all right.
I think that's going to be... They're going to be better off when they get Pau Torres out of that team and Clement Longley in the team. And I hate to say that as he was a former Spurs player and Pau Torres in fantasy team, but he gave Liverpool that first goal. He literally just gave that. There was no way back after that first goal. He's causing havoc.
Oh, we've been a bit harsh on him though. Like he has only just turned up. He's
Yeah.
playing in a
Oh,
Spanish
yeah,
league,
he's
a lot
yeah.
slower.
Yeah, you got to give these people time. But
Look at Lisandro Martinez last year. He was written off, weren't he, after like 4 or 5 games for Man United?
yeah,
That's
one
like one of the worst signings ever.
Yeah,
I suppose.
I think he's rubbish.
Even Varane struggled when he first
Varane's
started.
decent. Varane's world class.
Yeah, but when he first
Yeah,
joined Man United, he's old. He's past it.
He's on $400,000 a week.
It's not bad. But yeah, Liverpool look good. Oh, while we're on it, cash in on Salah.
I would. I'd sell him straight away. I'd drive him to the airport. Come on, mate, jump in.
Would you have took the 150? Or would you
Yeah, I probably would have done. I probably would have taken the 150. Well, I probably would have counted off and said 200 million cash. Yours now. Take him.
Yeah, Andrew.
I don't think I'd taken 150 just because it was deadline day, but I definitely would have taken 200. I just reinvested it in January.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. He doesn't even. I know he scored. This is going to sound really stupid, but I don't think he's looked that great this season. I know it's still early doors and that, but like
we said that about him last season.
I think, yeah,
It's up form, but he still scored.
He still scored 25 goals though, didn't he? But yeah, I think for 200 million, I think, oh mate, you take it all day long, wouldn't you?
I think if Darwin Núñez was proper firing,
yeah. He would, 100%. Because I like that Diaz and that Jota. Yeah, them two are quality. They're well good. I don't think they'd miss him, and they could go in and buy like whatever they wanted, wouldn't they? They could go buy whoever they wanted. Like Paul Merson said. I mean, I don't think he'd go, but they could go 350 million at Saka and go. There you go. I don't think Saka would leave for Liverpool. I think that's a massive sideways move currently, and I don't think Arsenal would set. Yeah, mate, I think if you threw 200 million at them, he might think about it. But again, I don't know if he'd leave Real Madrid. Maybe that's what Liverpool are thinking. They can't buy anyone to replace him.
Yeah.
I mean, you came up with a good one, Bill. That winger from Milan. That's a great shout. Yeah. He'd be perfect for him, wouldn't he? Yeah. He's quick, strong, speak a bit of English.
I must admit, I think, probably a bit controversial opinion, I think that they'd be better off without him.
I think this sometimes, but then he does guarantee the 25 goals a season, and that is what people are screaming about.
But the only reason I think they'd be better off without him because they're in a transitional period, aren't they, Liverpool?
Yeah.
At the moment.
Oh, definitely.
I think he's like the last one, maybe him and Van Dijk are like the last two really that are still there, that are playing all the time, apart from like Arnold and Robertson.
Yeah,
they're going to be there forever.
Yeah, because they're still quite young.
Yeah, but like, it's definitely Salah. If, like you said, if they got rid of him, I don't think they actually would miss him a lot. I think Jota can get you 25 goals a season.
Yeah, he probably would. That Diaz, mate, I think that Diaz is quality.
Tottenham got rid of Kane, and
yeah,
look at them now.
He did 5 goals the weekend.
Yeah,
got a hat-trick.
So they come from elsewhere.
Mate, could go by Song. I know he's a bit old, probably wouldn't fit their style, but he'd be good fit for Liverpool, and he'd definitely lead Spurs to Liverpool. I'd have thought.
Yeah. How much would Levy want for him?
Well, yeah, true. Yeah, that's the problem with him. And he's a shrewd businessman. He's probably got to be the best negotiator in the world.
Yeah. 100 mil for a 31-year-old. Is that a contract? I don't think.
Mate, unbelievable, isn't it, really? When you think about it. I mean, I get why Bayern Munich did it, because if they hadn't done it now, they would have never got him in the summer.
No, Madrid would have took him, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Well, anyone would have done. You know, one of them, like PSG could have come in with an unbelievable. I mean, I said this to someone. He could have gone to PSG, could have lived in Paris. His family could have stayed in London. It's a 3-hour train journey. It could go, mate. Let's be honest. He's got so much money. He could charter his own private jet if he wanted to. You know, his family could stay in England, and he could have played football in Paris, and he could have gone home every night if he wanted to.
Yeah, true.
And he could have been paid fortunes. But I mean, I don't.
Go on. What was you going to say?
No, I was just going to say I just don't blame him for going to Munich.
No.
I mean,
No, me either.
I reckon 2 years in Munich and he's back in the Premier League anyway.
You reckon?
That's what I reckon. I mean, he does 2 years at Munich. He wins both the Bundesliga titles back to back. Probably a German Cup, at least one German Cup, and I reckon they'll do all right in the Champions League. Can we just talk about Champions League for 30 seconds?
Yeah, go on.
Have you seen that they've made Arsenal 4th favourites to win it?
I haven't seen that. I was actually.
We are 4th favourites to win.
Group. We did get a really easy group. Like not
And
easy.
I think,
Not easy.
yeah, it was. But I thought it was a Europa League draw.
We played PSV last year in the Europa League group stage.
That's what I mean. I thought it was a Europa League draw we got. I thought they put us in the wrong hat. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better one, could you? Really? Well, maybe Man City's might be a bit better, but they're all local. They're all localish sort of games. I mean, yeah. Anyway, we're not talking about Champions League, anyway, are we?
Well, we'll go on to the last game. We'll have to take turns in this one because otherwise it could get a bit thingy. Arsenal United.
Yeah. I'll go first.
Baron,
then.
you was there, yeah. Baron, you was there.
To the game. Atmosphere again, top class. I must admit, when what's his name, Garnacho, whatever his name is, scored that goal, my heart sunk. I almost fell over. I felt like crying. I was like, I can't believe, because I'm going to throw it out there. Man United are dog. They are so shit. I don't know what's going on with that club. They've spent so much money in that club over the last few years, and they are still awful. Now, whether it's the manager's fault, whether it's the players' fault, they are just awful. I know Arsenal have been quite good recently, and they've been dominating teams, especially at home. But that game, in my opinion, that game could have been 6 or 7-0 like yesterday. Because if Arsenal could hit a barn door, or like Kai Havertz could even kick the ball, I mean, it could have been it could have been massive, couldn't it? I mean, I know, like, if you didn't watch the game, you look at the scoreline, you see 3-1, you think, oh, Arsenal battered them. But realistically, we didn't really. We got 2 late goals, luckily. Well, maybe not luckily, but got us out of the water. But we should have battered them. They are awful. They are awful.
Thought the first half was one of the worst halves of football I've seen. Both. It was just boring.
See, do you know what? I've had... Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's well different when you're at a game. But I was enjoying it. Arsenal were all over them. When I had Sky Sports News on earlier, and I was like watching the highlights and listening to the game commentary, and yeah, they said that. They said the first half hour of the game was boring. I actually really enjoyed myself
because you was hammered probably at that point.
you
had 3 balls on the pitch.
Which one did it hit? The one in the middle.
Yeah, I thought the first.
He drinks the Havertz.
Shocking. Yeah, should we get onto the Havertz rant? Because
is this what your rant's about?
Yeah,
there's quite a few talking points from this one.
I need to talk about Kai Havertz, right? I really think maybe he will come good, like, you know. But we are changing our whole identity to fit him in. He's got no confidence, and it's just he gave the ball away for the Man United goal. I mean, I know anyone can give a ball away. It's just every game, and he floats around. Yeah, but he floats around.
Yeah.
Gives it off. But like anyone can do that. Like, even Championship League 1 player can go receive the ball off of someone and just play it 2 yards to someone else and then move around. Like, and I just think if we'd had Jorginho in there, if we'd had Vieira in there, that would have been a comfortable game. Like every time we've scored to draw, you know, when we took the lead against Fulham, when we obviously won this game, like Kai Havertz has been taken off. Like scoring with him on the pitch. That's my rant.
It's a bit harsh. I mean, let's be honest. He gave the ball away for the goal, but I don't blame him for conceding the goal. I mean, Rashford has got 2 defenders around him that basically standing still, and they let him run round him. And this is what I say, and I'm gonna pull him up on it. I think if you can get a hand to the ball, you should be able to save it. And he got a hand to the ball, and all he did was tip it onto the post. Now, it was a good goal, well against the run of play. But I don't think you can blame Kai Havertz for that goal. I mean, it happened. He gave the ball away on the edge of the area. I think he holds the ball up well. I do. I generally think he does hold the ball up well. And he does get into positions. And because he's getting into them positions and he's getting the ball, I know you're saying, look, he only passes it 2-3 yards, but because he's in that position, that next player gets to move. So
I've got a question for you. You both. I think he's absolutely dog shit. I think he's a terrible football player. And I think I agree with Andrew. I think you could buy a championship player that does what he does, no problem. Is he Is Xhaka last season better than him right now?
100%.
Easily.
Yeah, probably. But Xhaka only scored like 4 Premier League goals and got 5 assists. I think Kai Havertz will do that if he plays as many games as.
It's just the way
he's got to kick the ball first.
It's so much to the play, and I don't know. Like it just, I know that Havertz only been here 10 minutes. He's not going to come into Xhaka.
A bit like what you just said. Yeah, a bit like what you just said, mate. He's obviously a massively confident player, and he's got no confidence, and his confidence was ripped apart from like Chelsea, and he's now come in, and you've got to try and sort of stay with him. Do you know what I mean? I think if you just took him out of the team, I think you're just throwing away 60 million, didn't you? Straight away.
I'm not saying never bring him on, like never play him. I don't think that just shoehorn him in. I mean, if Partey was fit, would he have started in the team? The only reason Gabriel started is because Partey wasn't even playing. Like,
I'll be honest with you. I don't think. I think when you play like the Uniteds and the Cities, I think he will go with 2 holding midfielders. And I think he will play Partey and Declan Rice as 2 holding midfielders. I don't think he'll be doing all that inverted right back shit. And I don't think he'll do it now. He's got Zinchenko back in the team because he will do that. And you won't want 2 of them.
If Partey was
I think he would have played yesterday, and I think Havertz would have been on the bench. Yeah, I think so.
Another one, right, is Trossard could do what Havertz does.
Yeah, it's true.
I think he's twice the player of Havertz is.
But obviously, you got to remember as well that he sees him in training every day, so he must see something.
I agree with Andrew. You're trying to get him into this team where he just doesn't fit at the moment. He just doesn't fit in that team. He hasn't got a position. Who knows his actual position? Is he wide? Is he a striker?
Unfortunately for him, he's a Martin Odegaard role, and we've got a Martin Odegaard, so we don't need him. But yeah, I understand what you're both saying. But I do think he's getting a bit abused.
When I'd like, I don't want to. When I'd like to see Havertz when we're winning 2-0 and we're bringing on someone from the bench to control the midfield. We want the ball. We don't want to concede. That's when I think bring Havertz on, overload the midfield. He doesn't really lose the ball very often.
He did on Sunday.
Said he lost the ball for the goal.
He did on Sunday
for losing the ball for the goal.
It was a loose tackled. He didn't get the ball dispossessed. He gave.
Yeah.
He keeps the ball well. So I
think it was a penalty.
No, well, I said it at the time.
I think it was a penalty. I think it gets clipped.
I must admit, I must have been on my phone. What was it? First half.
first 10 minutes. No, he got through a goal. And as someone at work said to me, it was something that made me laugh. Bloke at work went to me. He went down because he knew he couldn't kick the ball.
No, I do remember the one. Not a penalty. Absolutely not a penalty.
I literally said he's gone down because because you said why is he? I said because he's not got any confidence that he will score. He would rather take the penalty, and that's what I said.
That's what the bloke at work said to me as well, and I did laugh. I did think, oh my. But
not a penalty. I can see why the ref give it in real time.
Definitely.
It looked like a Stonewall penalty, but as soon as you saw it on a replay.
What do you think about their penalty claim? Do you think it's a penalty?
It's a penalty.
I didn't.
I think if you don't give the Havertz one, you can't give that one personally.
I think it was more of a.
No, but Havertz doesn't get touched.
Yes, he does. His leg gets touched.
No,
you can clearly see it. Doesn't matter.
The other player.
It's a bit like.
What do you mean that doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter because if that player weren't there, if the players weren't there, take both players away, he doesn't go down, does he? They're in his way.
Just split. Let him just run through.
Just get it away.
Yeah, but they impeded him. They're in his way. It's a foul.
What do you mean they're in his way? It's a... No, you can't save that goalkeeper.
Like you're in my way with my ball. Just move out of the way.
Nah, he's gone through. He hasn't been touched, and then he's knocked into the other player, into the other player's leg.
I can see why he overturned it, but I was surprised they overturned it because they don't.
The Hoyland one is. At first, I thought he just moved his body in the way.
Also,
and then we watched it again, and he just pulled him down.
Have you seen the high kick that Lindelof got yellow carded for in the first half?
Yeah,
he actually kicks him in the head, and it didn't even go to VAR.
So I thought Saka was quite lucky as well.
What did he do? I missed. He got yellow carded, didn't he? What for?
Yeah, that was his studs were up.
Yeah, but he got fouled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got fouled. Obviously, hit the player. But I mean, surely you can't penalise someone for being fouled. Because if he wasn't fouled, he probably wouldn't have stretched to the ball. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, what
It was in his
commentary.
If he just moved that away.
Yeah.
If he just got away.
There'd be no game.
If everyone just left the pitch, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Yeah, I couldn't work out. I just assumed maybe he went like that to the plat, like showed, you know. So he did yellow card him
for the follow through.
For the follow through, even though he got fouled.
They reviewed it.
That is one of the ones. I thought he had a bad game to fair the ref, and now hearing that is actually a shock to me.
It went to VAR for a red.
Shut up.
Yeah, it went to VAR for a red.
That didn't come up. It didn't come up on the screens in the stadium.
The commentator.
Wow, yeah, that was one of them quick checks, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? Yeah, because I was going to say it never came up. Yeah.
Right, another couple of talking points on this one. The Hoyland penalty would just, penalty, Baron.
If it had been given, I don't think I'd have argued too much about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can see why. I think it would have been soft. That's what I'm getting at. If they'd given it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But
Andrew?
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I didn't think it was. I looked at it again. Actually, it's more of a foul than the Havertz one, but I still think it'd have been soft.
Yeah.
What did we think of him when he came on? I thought he looked all right.
Looked all right, but I think Gabriel made him look all right.
Yeah, most probably.
I think Gabriel just looked like he wanted to fight him all the time. Just play football, mate. Do your job. Be a defender.
Yeah.
And he's obviously a bit of a unit, isn't it? This Holland.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad
I think it's what they need. I think it's what they need. United.
The goal that weren't given, he played really. He done that little back heel thing that worked really well. Do you know what I mean? He looked like a bit like what I think one of the commentators said. One of the bright sparks was him coming on because he did actually look better.
Looks quick, strong.
Looks a lot better than what Martial did. Put it that way, and he was only on the pitch for 15 minutes or whatever he was on.
Yeah. And quick last one on Arsenal United. Ten Hag. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's going to be sacked.
Doesn't seem to have a clue, mate. I said it a minute ago. They are rubbish. There is no philosophy of football there. He has spent so much money.
There's got to be a point where you stop blaming the owners and start actually looking at the manager
and
players.
Physically do not understand. I cannot get it through my head why they hate the owners so much. I get it. They don't put any of their own money in. But I'm telling you now, if they were winning Premier Leagues, FA Cups, Champions League, they wouldn't even be moaning about the thing. They win 4 or 5 games in a row.
Or Carabao Cup.
Yeah, mate, they win 4 or 5. Mate, they win 4 or 5 games in a row, and then they lose a couple, and then it's like, let's go get the Norwich scars out. Do you know what I mean? They're pathetic. Man United fans. They're absolutely pathetic. I'm calling you out.
There you go. There's Baron's rant of the week.
Man United fans. Shocking.
I just don't get it.
You live in the south anyway.
What's this thing going?
Go on, Andrew. What are you saying? So basically,
I feel sorry for him.
Ten Hag has just come out and said he didn't train very well, and I think that people should. I think the players should stand up.
Should stand up for himself.
Gary Neville and that was like, oh, he shouldn't be doing that. Why, if you've just been blatantly lied about?
Yeah.
The manager is mugging you off.
Yeah.
The manager is mugging you off, saying you're not good enough. You're not training hard enough. He obviously thinks he is training hard enough and he is good enough, and he should say it. But I did read something earlier on. I think Ben Foster said it, right? And he said if that had happened in Ferguson era, he'd be shipped out the door now. He'd be sold. And it'd be interesting to see what they do.
If he is training well, it's a bit like the Ronaldo thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's trying to push him out, which I think he should have been sacked for that. Who gets rid of the best goal scorer of all time when you need a goal scorer?
No idea, mate. I've got no idea. Like I say, sometimes these managers' egos can get the better of them, I think.
He wanted to make a point, didn't he, that he was in charge?
Yeah. Oh, massively.
I do have a question. United. Whose fault is it? I know they've had injuries, but whose fault? Is it the manager or is it the owner? 2023, they ended up with a centre-back pairing of Harry Maguire and 5-year-old Johnny Evans. Is that recruitment?
Got relegated.
Is that they gave last season? You cannot.
It's a bit embarrassing that they gave him a year's contract. They spent 207 million in the summer and didn't think about buying a defender.
I don't think it's the worst signing in the world.
What, Johnny Evans? Yeah, but you're going to say that, ain't you? Didn't he play for you lot?
No, hear me out, right? So, Lindelof, Varane are your two centre-backs.
With Martinez.
If one of them gets injured...
But Martinez as well.
Martinez, Varane. They're your two centre-backs. One of them gets injured, Lindelof comes in. Then Maguire.
You got Harry Maguire.
And if you really need him, Evans comes on. He's probably good around the changing rooms and that. He's an experienced guy. I don't think he's the worst signing in the world. He's not going to play every week.
He's not going to play at all, is he, after Jesus left?
After being sent to sleep.
Oh, might have to.
Yeah.
But I think I never rated him when he first came in. I didn't really know much about him. And then he's not done anything that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hasn't done.
No.
Oh, Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Not really.
Is there any difference between that Man United team of...
They've actually got worse.
Okay.
Finished second.
Yeah.
They've got worse. They've gone backwards.
Europa League final, weren't it? They got into with Ole.
Yeah. Mourinho won them an FA Cup and a thingy.
Yeah.
You're talking Man United, biggest club in the world, or so-called biggest club in the world. Not won a Premier League in 10 years. But have spent 250 plus million every year.
I'd like to change my opinion of who's the first manager going to be sacked, and it's going to be him.
Don't think they will sack him. Unless, I mean, what's going on with their away record? Have you seen their away record?
Yeah, against the big clubs. They've won none, have they?
What's going on? Spurs turned them over.
I saw Rashford liked Sancho's post as well. Like, if players like that start going against him, he'll be gone soon.
Rashford just signed a contract. He's their best player. Yeah, I don't think he'll...
Mate, someone said to me earlier that they thought Rashford was overrated. I quite like Rashford. I think he's a good player.
I like him. He's a form player, isn't he? Like you said about Havertz being a confidence player.
How long has he been at United?
Have
10 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. How long's he been at United?
About 10 years, maybe more.
How many? Maybe if you work it out for the whole 10 years, he's probably had a good season and a half in them 10 years, maybe 2.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm going to get crucified for this opinion, right? I'm going to get crucified for this opinion. Here we go.
Probably
quite
I'm getting ready.
He's probably a bit better, but he's a bit of a thing where he can have good games. He can have a season, and then he'll just disappear for us.
I'm going to throw it out there. Walcott was awful, really, when I look back on his career. He stole a living from Arsenal. No, he wasn't. He was an awful finisher. There was no end product to Walcott. He was so quick, and that's what kept him in the game for so long. And as soon as he done his knee in against Spurs in the FA Cup third round, that was the end of his career, basically.
Yeah, there's no difference between Theo Walcott and Aaron Lennon. There's no difference between the two.
Right. Don't get me wrong, back in the day, I really like Walcott. Same. Yeah, I'd put them all in the same bracket. Even your Demario Gray throwing that. They just got no end product. They score the odd good goal. They score the odd good goal now and again. But I mean, I like Phil Walcott. I don't want people to think that I'm like thinking it gave us a good 10 years of football, but really, I think it could have been better.
And also, one more thing with Rashford. What is he now? 25? He's not like
he's pretty older than that, isn't he?
He's not like he's 21 or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying.
That was all the games, anyway.
You didn't do the West Ham one.
Did I not?
No, but I don't mind skipping West Ham because I hate them as well.
Oh, yeah, I missed that one.
Because it was Friday night.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Move on.
We'll skip West Ham because we are...
Well done.
West Ham fan.
Well done.
Right, so we'll quickly do our... you want to do your FPL, Andrew, or do you want to do it as your own thing?
I'm just going to talk about. I'm just going to say I had a terrible, and then I'll do the rest of my show.
Why did you tell everyone why you had a terrible week?
So I decided I'd say no, the second time in 2 seasons because for the last year when I triple captained him. So the first time in 2 weeks out of the last 2 years, I've not captained Erling Haaland, and he's gone and banged a hat.
Who did you captain?
Jackson. Honestly, I was raging watching Chelsea. I was just like, fucking do something. I was Chelsea were shit. And I was still saying they're fucking wank. They do. And then he missed from 2 yards out. Jackson over the bar.
I did hear that.
Oh, and then
I did hear
the group chat. Oh yeah, Haaland's got another one. Oh, he's got another one. Oh, it's a hat trick for Haaland. And I'm just thinking, fuck.
I think you got to read the games, didn't they? And come on, you must have thought Haaland at home to Fulham.
Forest at home, though. Like Chelsea, Forest.
Yeah,
because they just before that.
We've just been saying how like we think Forest look all right, and they've got like no nonsense centre backs, and Chelsea are still in a bit of disarray.
Yeah, but before that game, would you have said like what beat Chelsea? Would you have said that they looked all right?
I mean,
I thought they looked all right against. They
looked all right against us.
Right against you lot. Yeah,
maybe not in the first half. The second half they did.
Yeah, I think they've looked all right all season. I think they'll have a good year.
I just thought Chelsea had an easy run of games. I thought if it pays off, it's really good. But
have you taken him out yet?
Horrifically. I haven't taken him out because I'm not making any transfers till after the internationals.
No, I was just about to say that.
Rashford's going out, mine. I can tell you that.
I might leave Rashford in.
Rashford's gone.
I took Bruno out. I'm glad to do.
Have you already made your subs in?
No, I haven't made them yet.
I was going to say, don't make your subs until after the international break. That's a rookie mistake.
I'll wait, but I think it's going to be him.
I think Pau Torres is just going to be out.
Yeah, I'm also looking at the goalkeeping situation where I've got Sam Johnson and Jason. Is it Jason Steele? And they're both now because they've brought in Dean Henderson. So I'm like, one of them has got to go because I need a kick.
To be fair, didn't you? I thought you had Matt Turner. What happened to him?
No, I never had Turner. You two had Turner. I never had him.
He actually got the second most points this week.
Yeah,
for goalkeepers. Sorry. Yeah.
A load of goals.
I was thinking about changing my goalkeeper. I've got Edison in goal, right? And I was thinking the other day that Man City actually do concede. And he's a lot of money for a goalkeeper that doesn't really. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think you picked up on it, didn't you, Bill? Like, you get points for the saves, didn't you?
Yeah, free saves.
So you are better off probably going for a goalkeeper that. Because you don't lose a point for. Yeah, so, I mean, I was thinking that I've got Matt Turner. I was thinking about getting rid of Edison and like saving a bit of money there and throwing in like just some random goalkeeper at the bottom, putting Matt Turner back in because he's my sub. Yeah, and I might have a spare 2 million.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
It's an idea that I had, but then, I bet Man City.
I just want to take out all the Chelsea players. In fact, I'm tempted to use a free hit or like a wild card or something. Honestly, like
I was going to say, are you going to use a wild card?
I've been tempted. I might look at the fixture.
I sort of jumped on the bandwagon and put that Chelsea defender in, didn't I? After his two assists.
Yeah,
Gusto, whatever. Yeah, I sort of jumped on the bandwagon. Yeah. Sort of that was sort of just stupid.
Tell you, Adoji.
We've got an assist.
I can't put Spurs players in my team.
I got Harry Kane all last year.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to have Harry Kane, ain't you? If he's going to score 30 goals a season, you got to put him in. But I don't need a right back or a left back or whatever he is from Spurs. Like I say, they're going to concede goals, aren't they?
Yeah, but their left and right backs play very high.
Yeah,
they'll get loads of assists.
And he'll swap a lot of times with that Porro, will he?
No, that's the Royale, ain't it? Is the other side.
Oh right, sorry.
Right, and even when Perisic has been coming on, he's been coming on as a winger, not as a left back.
Which is his actual
as we'll stay on the fantasy stuff, Baron, you missed last time. But so we done like fantasy strikers, like partnerships.
Yeah.
So this week we're going to do centre backs.
Okay.
So just quickly, your fantasy partnership of Premier League all-time centre backs. I've got mine written down if I'll go first if you want.
Yeah, go on.
So I haven't gone for the two best. Well, there could be the two best. They're definitely up there. I've gone for like a partnership, but I think it'd be good. So my first one is Vidic. And my second one is Sol Campbell.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I'll be honest,
Sol Campbell pops in my head straight away. But what I'll do, I'll go away from Sol Campbell because you've had him. I'll go with something like a Yap Stam.
Nice.
Big Yap Stam. And maybe let's go like a Rio Ferdinand.
Someone quick. to complement the old Big Yap Stam.
Yeah.
See what you're doing.
It's very well. I was thinking Sol Campbell, and then I was thinking I'll try and pick someone else. Then I was gone with it. So I'm going to go back to what I was thinking. I'm going to go, and this is one anything. Right? I'm going to go Sol Campbell and John Terry.
I was going to say
Rio
Ferdinand and Sol Campbell, and I thought no, because we had that.
The combination of them centre backs, like I don't know how we didn't win anything, but yeah, I'd say.
No one picking John Terry.
I picked John Terry.
Sol Campbell and John Terry. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't listening. Clearly.
Wicked.
Fair enough.
Right. We're not going to do the quiz, but I wanted to do this little thing that I just saw it today and I thought that'd be really good. So you're going to have 10 guesses, okay? You can both decide who you want to go for. It's like a joint thing.
Okay.
So it is the top 5 players with the most left-footed goals in the Premier League. So top 5, you get 10 goes. So you can talk about it if you want. It's like a joint thing.
Well, I'm going to go with an obvious one straight away. If you're all right with this, Andrew. And I'm thinking Gareth Bale's got to be there, really.
How long was he in the Premiership for?
A long time.
He scored loads of goals. He was playing left back for a long time.
Think of left-footed players.
Yeah, it's hard than that.
Yeah, off the top of your head.
The were prolific as well.
You go with Gareth Bale as a...
We're discussing. I mean, we can throw Gareth Bale out there and we can see.
Throw him out there. Yeah.
And you're going to tell us where he is in the list if he's on the top 10 or whatever.
Top
or
5.
Have you just got the top 5?
Top 5.
Because I think you might be right on that one.
Go on, go Gareth Bale then.
Yeah, we'll go Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale is incorrect.
So he didn't make the top 5. Was Andy Cole left-footed?
I don't think so.
Because if he was, I mean, how many goals has Harry Kane scored with his left foot?
This is the thing. I'm trying to think of.
You don't have to necessarily be left-footed. John Arisa, he scored a few. Harry Kill.
I keep getting Podolski in my head, but he didn't score that many goals.
He didn't score many goals, and
no. I'm just trying to think of how about
was Kevin Phillips left-footed? Ryan Giggs.
Go on, we'll go Ryan Giggs.
Ryan Giggs, you going for Giggs?
Yeah.
Not for Giggsy.
Giggs is 4th on the list.
You got one.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's 4th,
do you want to know how many goals he scored?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
83 with his left foot.
Is that it?
How about
you're telling me?
What we're thinking? How many goals did Ian Robin score for Chelsea?
Not many. It was a bit of a flop at Chelsea.
Yeah, he started playing at Bayern. All right. Okay.
Van Persie must have scored a lot of goals.
I did think Van Persie, but does he? I mean,
he must have scored more than 83 goals with his left foot. Van Persie.
Yeah. Van Persie, go on.
You going Van Persie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Van Persie is 3rd on the list.
And how many goals did he have?
94.
This is a lot harder than I thought.
What do we think about Alan Shearer? Did he score many of his left foot?
I don't reckon he did. I don't reckon he got 83.
How about Robert Pires?
Don't know if he was in the Premier League long enough.
I'd just like to say that Bale wasn't in the top 10. I've got the top 10 up there.
Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. That's mad, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
He scored... Maybe he weren't left-footed. Maybe he was right. I'm sure he was left-footed.
He played left back or left wing, but maybe he was right.
Yeah, true. Yeah, maybe he was right-footed.
How about
3 guesses? 2 right, though. It's not bad. 3 to go.
Trying to think now.
Left-footed. I can't think of left-footed strikers.
Nah, it is hard, isn't it?
Right-footed.
Well, stop. Yeah, but how many goals did they score with their left? I mean, it might not be a bad, like you say, it might not be a bad shout going with like an Alan Shearer. He scored 260 goals. He might have scored 80 goals with his left foot.
We've got 10 guesses. Should we just throw out Alan Shearer and see where we were with that?
No, I don't think that's right though.
No. Okay. Wayne Rooney?
Nah, I'm not having that.
No, I think so.
Nah, I'm not having Wayne Rooney. Mate, this is. We're gonna have to throw some guesses, otherwise we're gonna be here all day, aren't we? And people just gonna get bored, aren't they?
What about Salah?
There, Salah, good shout.
Salah is the top
Well done.
player.
Yes.
So this is from April, and he had 106. So obviously there's a few more. By now. So you got 6 guesses left, and you've only got 2 to get. I'll be shocked if you get
one of them.
One of these, yeah.
It's probably an old boy then, isn't it? Like a Karol Popowski or whatever his fucking
probably
name
someone
was,
like Lauren Romero or someone stupid like.
I'll give you a clue. He's a very well-known striker.
Oh, right.
Well-known striker.
But hasn't played in a while.
I mean, I had Silva and Wiltord in my head, but I don't think...
How many goals do you reckon Henry scored with his left foot?
So you know what? I did think this, and then I thought, nah, because I don't know how many goals he scored. But because he was right-footed, wasn't he? But then again,
he could score with his left foot.
Yeah.
But you got 6 guesses left.
I mean, I did think about that up Femi Mines, because I'm pretty sure he was left-footed.
How many goals did he score, though? He scored a lot.
But I don't think he scored enough goals. Yeah, go on. Do you want to go with Henry then?
Yeah, let's try out an Henry.
Henry is incorrect. Okay. Not in the top 10.
Yeah. Do you want to throw like a Wayne Rooney in then? Or Shearer?
Or Kane?
Or
Rooney, Shearer, or Kane? What? Did we say Kane already? We didn't, did we?
We didn't say Kane.
One of them hasn't played in a while. Maybe Aguero is the... He's not played in a while, is he?
So if I had to guess, I'd say Aguero is more likely to have scored more goals with his left foot than Kane and because I feel like he was more of an all-round player, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Sergio Aguero.
Aguero. Yeah, right. Aguero.
Incorrect. Not in the top 10.
We're running out now.
It's hard, isn't it?
4 guesses left.
Think about like Chelsea strikers. How many goals? Zola didn't score that many, did he?
Hasselbank, Drogba,
Johnson.
No,
Drogba, not really.
Is Vardy left-footed?
No, he's right-footed.
You sure?
Yeah. I'll give you a clue. So one's a striker, one's a winger.
You'd think it would be a winger playing on the right, cutting in on his left.
I know, but dear. What nationality are they? Or is that giving it away?
One of them. If I say, as soon as I say the nationality, you'll get it. But I'll give you the other clue for the. So this one is second on the list, and he's English, and he's a striker.
It's got to be Rooney, isn't it? It's got to be Rooney, isn't it?
I reckon we got Rooney. Yeah.
Well, yeah, go on then.
Rooney.
It's incorrect.
It's Alan Shearer then, isn't it?
Should we go Shearer?
Shearer.
We're running out of English players, really, aren't we?
Well, no, there's loads, isn't there? Well, I suppose it's just Premier League, isn't it? Yeah. Alan Shearer.
Incorrect.
Michael Owen.
I don't think it'll be.
Well, that's strikers.
I mean, he hasn't played in a while.
Yeah, but it must be in Premier League history because that's what you said.
Yeah.
Someone like bloody Gaz or
It's going to be Kevin Phillips, isn't it? Because it's his love child.
See, I can tell you it's not Kevin Phillips.
I have no idea. Go on, who's the winger then? To give us the nationality of the winger.
Yeah, the nationality of the winger. You'll get it straight away, this one.
Hang on, right, let me have a guess.
Yeah,
I was going to say Riyad Mahrez because he's the only one I can think of where he's the only nationality that is a winger that would play in the Prem.
Oh, right, so it's Mahrez then, yeah?
Mahrez is correct with 65. So they're looking for 105 left-footed goals. He's a left-footed striker.
Well, this has got to be English. Left-footed.
Hasn't played in a while.
Andy Cole.
Is he left-footed?
Andy Cole.
How many guesses have we got?
That you going for? You got one left.
I think we ran out of guesses, didn't we? It can only be Andy Cole, isn't it? Surely.
All right, go on. Go on then.
No, you actually have
Andy
got
Cole.
one guess left.
Oh,
going
so
Andy
we can go
Cole.
Yeah, go on.
You going Andy Cole?
Yeah.
It's incorrect.
Oh, who was it then?
It's Robbie Fowler.
Oh,
105 goals with his left foot. Yeah.
Oh, I never got that. That was quite hard.
Nah.
Do you want to know rounds up the top 10 quickly?
yeah.
Go on.
So 10th was Louis Sahar,
Oh, yeah.
46. Daniel Sturridge scored, wasn't left footed apparently,
Oh,
for
yeah.
47.
Mhm.
David Silva,
Oh,
49. Giroud, 50.
Giroud.
And Romelu Lukaku got 60.
wow, really, that's
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. Next week.
Right foot. Oh, my goodness.
Most goals scored by volley.
Oh, mate, imagine.
That'd be mental.
Oh,
I thought the right foot would be more obvious, wouldn't it? 'Cause it'd be obviously Alan Shearer, Harry Kane,
Oh, yeah,
Sergio
it would be
Aguero.
your top scorers.
yeah. That's good. I like that. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was quite
Yeah.
good.
There you go. That was your top 5 left footers. Well, anyone else want to pop anything else in before we head off?
I mean, I've got something, but we'll probably save that for next week, I reckon, because I think we'll go into it and it'll take too long.
Yeah, we've got no
But-
games next week, either have we?
Yeah, so I'll save that for next week. My topic of conversation.
Oh, yeah,
What is it, though?
international broke.
It's about the money spent in the different leagues.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah, so but we'll save that for next week because it is quite a good one. I think that will probably take
Yeah.
a bit of time.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
Do we all think City's
Nice.
still going to win the league?
no, Arsenal are going to win the league.
Oh, I think City will win the league. I hope Arsenal win the league. I think City will win it.
I think Arsenal will win the league. I think they're just better than last year.
I think it's better than City.
Man City, aren't they?
Nah, we're not. No one's better than City, but you've just got to keep on the pace and hope that they slip up.
Do you know what with
And have
City,
you been
right?
better
They
than
never
last
have
year?
any.
Huh?
Have you been better than last year?
Probably.
I thought Forest could have stolen.
Yeah, but I
stolen a
think
point there.
the problem, again, I've said this a few times, is we ain't got number 9. We don't score enough goals. I mean, I like Eddie, but he's not good enough. I like Jesus, but he's not good enough. They're not going to score 25 goals, Premier League goals. They might get you 15, but they're not both going to get us 15 because they're both going to play in each other's positions. I actually think Eddie has played really well this season, like the start of this season. I'm always normally the first one to slag him off and say he's not good enough. And I just did then, to be fair. But I think he's actually started really well. But he doesn't score enough goals. Like, he should have scored 2 against Palace. And the game should have been done. Like,
Do you know
That-
do you know what I said at the start of the season? Where I said that I think this season Arsenal are going to find it really hard to break teams down because teams are going to be more defensive, right? Have you ever seen Anthony track back like he did against us? Like they were their wingers were proper tracking back.
yeah, but that,
Like, they wouldn't normally do
thing
that
is-
against us.
nah. Thing is, people have got to respect, they have to respect Arsenal now, and they've got to realise that Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli is an unbelievable like attack. And then you have got Eddie or Jesus. And now with Declan Rice that can break teams up and has got the energy to run backwards and forwards, the team is there. The team can win the league easily.
Oh,
But-
that's what I was going to say. I slagged off Rice in the price tag. He's been brilliant so far.
It's been awesome, isn't it? If you're looking at Casado at 115 million and what he's been doing,
He's been very good.
it's been
Do you know
unbelievable.
what? I
He's
actually
fitting into
think
that
I know
team.
that you're gonna roast me for this, but I know Casado's made a few mistakes. I watched him against Forest. Other than that mistake, he was actually pretty decent. He's probably one of Chelsea's better performers. You know,
To be
apart
fair, I
from
didn't see the game, so I don't know. I'm only going off what I've been told.
It was beating a player, playing it through. He was quite positive playing forward. Like other than what he did for the goal, he's not been that bad. I don't think he's proven to be worth 115 million. But then who is?
I'm going to throw it out there as well that pretty much everyone had a Declan Rice shirt on yesterday.
Not really.
So I mean, he must have, mate. Everyone around me had Declan Rice. Anyone that was wearing a football shirt yesterday, they had Declan Rice in the back.
Is like even his
Do you know what I mean?
full-grown
It's just-
white.
Yeah, mate. There was a bloke in front of me. He must have been 30 stone. Yeah. He actually took his top off and started swinging it around above his head. He was like, imagine that Newcastle fan that you always see on the TV. It was like him. But he was an Arsenal fan. And then when he put his shirt on, he had Rice in the back, 41. The new shirt.
Rice plus naan.
Nah, it just had Rice, 41. It was 41 pence.
Yeah, he's been good. He's no Pierre Ekwa, but he's decent. He's decent.
Oh.
Exactly. You wouldn't know him.
He's no Chris Rigg.
Player he's going to be. Apparently, Man United bid for him on the last day, but they offered us 3 million for him, and we obviously turned it down.
3 million.
3 mil.
3 million. People still go for that price.
For a 16-year-old who's
Right,
playing and scoring already in the Championship. You actually wouldn't. You get the Rice these days. Inflation and that.
Yeah. 3 million.
Might get you a Palau. I ain't going to get you a special fried.
Special fries. Mate, I'll tell you what as well. It's a bit cringy, but it did make me chuckle. As soon as that, mate, the bloke at Arsenal, right, who does the music, as soon as that full-time whistle went, he had Rice Baby on the mic straight away. And then afterwards, he went straight into so good. And I thought, oh my God, we beat a shit Man United team and we're celebrating like we won the league. But I'll take it. I don't mind.
Last minute winner.
Nice.
Did you see that fan that squared up to Roy Keane, apparently? He headbutted him in the chest. I saw that today.
Headbutted him, been arrested apparently now. I've not seen
I saw that. Mika Richards
not seen the video
against the wall or something. But...
I'd have liked to see him do it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Might have been a different outcome.
Roy Keane's in his 50s now.
Yeah.
Bit weird. It's a bit weird. Bit much.
Yeah. Bit strange. But that's done then. What are we on? Hour and 15? We're done for the week?
Yeah.
Well.
Done for the week.
So
Back
do I
next
do my...
week, just pure nonsense because there's no actual Premier League to go through.
Yeah.
I'm on holiday next week as well, so I'm probably not going to do it. So I'm probably going to have to miss out on another week. I'm on holiday again.
It's flaking again, just for anyone. Yeah, we'll get to
Yeah.
this one.
No, I'm actually on holiday. I'm caravanning.
Nice.
Oh, fair
I'm going
enough.
camping this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Taking the dog.
Take the missus.
God, don't listen to this one.
Right, on that note, we'll call it a day then, I suppose. Thanks for listening. I won't see you next week, but these two will in the same place, same time as always.